What's up everybody, it's Paul from Boosted Films, and in this video we're going to change the cabin air filter on this 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Now the quick and short version of this is that the cabin air filter is located behind the glove box, so you just kind of need to remove your glove box to get access to your cabin air filter. But of course I like to cover all the details here, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to remove anything that's inside of our glove box, of course, take that out, just make things easier. And then we're going to want to pay attention to this rope kind of on the right side here. This little rope string part is kind of a soft open for this, so it opens a bit softly. And on the inside here you can see there's a little spot for it to pop out of. So we're going to lift up just a little bit on the glove box and then pull that forward and it just releases out. Next, what you need to do is pinch these side pieces to drop down the glove box itself, because there are two protruding parts on each side holding it up. However, I will say this one pushed a lot harder than some other ones I've done in the past. So you do have to use a little extra force. And what worked good for me was actually getting the left side out first and then the right side. Now we're going to move down, give you a little better view. There is this cover here that is covering up where your cabin air filter is. This left side, you just push that towards the right side of the screen, this left side piece, and that releases it. But then pay attention to this top piece right here. That top piece also needs to get pushed up a little bit to release it, and maybe holding just a little bit to keep that cover in place. And then the cover kind of hinges on the right side there. So once you pull it far enough, it should kind of pull out of place where it hinges into the right side. So now we want to pull out our old cabin air filter. You'll note that it does say down on this. That's because the airflow direction is down. Now if your filter is particularly dirty, you want to take your time, kind of like I am here, and try, don't be afraid to bend it a little bit. Just try to keep any of that larger items, larger debris on top of the filter so it doesn't fall into your actual blower motor. So if there is larger debris in there, just try to make sure it comes out with the filter. So take your time, pull it out. Hopefully your filter's not that dirty. And if you ordered on Amazon and you got the wrong one, like me, I guess make sure you look for Jeep Grand Cherokee, not just Jeep Cherokee, because this particular filter here was the wrong size. And if you do watch enough of my videos, you probably know I usually always like to compare the old with the new. So do that before you even try putting the new filter in. Make sure that the new filter is about the same size as the old one. So of course we're going to unbox our new filter here and compare the size, make sure it's about the same width, same height, so we're not fighting any other battles as we put it in. And then watch for the arrows on the side to indicate airflow direction. Typically the arrows mean airflow direction. Sometimes they just say up, but we're going to watch for airflow direction arrows, and we want it to be pointed down because that's the way the airflow direction is in most of these setups. So of course we're going to go reinstall this one. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. You can actually lift up that plastic piece a little bit more and give you a little extra room there, but you should be able to gently slide in your new air filter. Make sure it's kind of sitting pretty flush, and then you should be able to reinstall your cover. Again, pay attention to the cover on that right side where it kind of hinges in. So I angled it the way you saw there and then put that hinging portion of it in. And then you should be able to just push and snap it in place. And that's it. You have basically successfully changed your cabin air filter. But we do want to put this glove box back in place. And as you can see here, there are those three hooks where it kind of hangs on the bottom part. So you're going to set it on there. And then you should be able to squeeze those sides a little bit and then lift it up back into place. And now it's lifted up into place. Those two protruding parts on each side are holding it up. But of course we need to reattach this soft open string piece on the side here. So that's pretty simple too. You should be able to just push it in that larger portion and then slide it towards the front of the car, and it should hold it in place. Double check, make sure you can open and close your glove box, put anything back in your glove box that you took out, and you should be all set. So there you go, everybody. I hope you found this video helpful. Of course, whatever filter you put in, you can buy OEM. You can do whatever you want. The process should pretty much be the same, whatever filter you buy. But it is hard to update any videos here on YouTube, so I know there's a lot of smart people out there on the internet, so if I did anything wrong or if you have a better way of doing it, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also check the comment section for any updates that might be needed for this process. Also, of course, if this did help you out at all, I'd appreciate a thumbs up or a like or whatever. And if this worked for your Jeep, and maybe you had a little different model Jeep or a different year, if you could comment as well if the process was the same for you, that would be great, just so other people could also reference the comment section to make sure this will work for their particular year, make, model of Jeep Grand Cherokee. But that's about it. As always, this is Paul from Boosted Film saying thanks so much for watching.